Hello, good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Chalo, let's start for the day. Okay, so chalo, let's start with some few deep breaths. Breathe in deep and slow from your nose. Exhale from your mouth. Okay, keep breathing in. We will be tuning in with meditation for today. Deep and slow inhale and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing slow and deep. Okay, now let's play up the meditation. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So sit with your spine gently erect, palm facing upwards in your laps. Keep your eyes closed and focus on every single word and feel the calmness of the morning. Let's go.
Welcome to day 5. There is a saying, you are known by the company you keep. And through our environments, we tend to inherit the beliefs of those with whom we spend the most time. These philosophies then become part of our subconscious mind. Though research shows that we function largely with subconscious minds that have been programmed by others, as humans, we have the amazing ability to change past conditioning. We can achieve this by releasing negativity, interacting with like-minded conscious people, enjoying inspirational sights and sounds, and engaging in uplifting activities. In this way, we can develop new positive ways of living and begin to clear the subconscious of all that does not serve us. True transformation is brought about by the two qualities inherent in consciousness: attention or focus, and intention, a clear vision of a desired outcome. Attention energizes and intention transforms. What we place our attention on expands in our lives, and our intention for the object of our attention will orchestrate the forces of the universe to support our desired result. Harnessing this power of attention and intention, you can change your life to reflect exactly what you envision. Entering into the field of all possibilities during meditation allows us if you want to move from where you currently live to be closer to the ocean, then you might envision a 2-bedroom home 1 block from the water's edge with a vegetable garden and lawn for the dog. Being specific helps crystallize the vision. When you go into meditation, look at this intention and let it go. Surrender it to the field of all possibilities and allow the universe to correlate the details. You are a radiant, cherished and deeply loved being, imbued with the seeds of divinity and possess the power to live a life filled with love, joy, health, compassion, friends, material possessions, and whatever else you choose. Expect and accept this ultimate good and revel in the truth of your resplendent existence. Right now, as we prepare for meditation, let's take a moment to contemplate today's centering thought. Today, I embrace my potential to be, do, and have whatever I can dream. Today, I embrace my potential to be, do, and have whatever I can dream. Now, let's begin. Please find a comfortable position, placing your hands lightly in your lap and closing your eyes. In this moment, go within, to that place of inner quiet where we experience our connection to the higher self. Let go of all thoughts and begin to observe the inflow and outflow of your breath. With each inhalation and exhalation, allow yourself to become more relaxed, more comfortable, more at peace. Gently introduce today's Sanskrit mantra, repeating it mentally and allowing it to flow with effortless ease. Sat Chit Ananda. Sat Chit Ananda. Existence, consciousness, bliss. Sat Chit Ananda. Whenever you find yourself distracted by thoughts, sensations in your body, or noises in the environment, simply return your attention to mentally repeating the mantra. Sat Chit Ananda. Please continue with your meditation. I'll mind the time, and at the end, you'll hear me ring a soft bell to indicate it's time to release the mantra. Sat Chit Ananda. Sat Chit Ananda. It's time to release the mantra. Please bring your awareness back into your body. Take a moment to rest, inhaling and exhaling slowly and deeply. When you feel ready, gently open your eyes. As you continue with your day, carry the sense of unlimited potential with you and consider today's centering thought. Today, I embrace my potential to be, do, and have whatever I can dream. Today, I embrace my potential to be, do, and have whatever I can dream. Today, I embrace my potential to be, do, and have whatever I can dream. Namaste.
Okay, take a deep breath and exhale. Rub your palms against each other. Roll it over your face. Slowly open up your eyes. Okay, team. Chala, good morning, everybody. Let's move on to the activity for today, the learning part, the second part. Okay, let me open it up. Always starting the day with a bit peace, not really thinking about anything else, just calming down, breathing soft and slow. Okay. And here it is, sharing my screen. So yesterday we reached this topic of, okay, we finished like how to stay ultra inspired section. And today we will pick up this, how to set up goals like a history maker. From the beginning, we will play this up. Let me open it here. Okay.
To get your dreams.
Okay, chalo, let's go, guys.
So welcome back, and in this session we are actually going to talk about what it takes to get your dreams done. We're actually going to talk about the principles and a framework to help you get your loftiest ideals and your most gorgeous ambitions and your mighty mission done. But I want to start with a little philosophy, and I want to start with another story. So there was once this Indian Maharaja, And every morning he would wake up and he would do this very bizarre morning ritual. He would actually celebrate his own death, his own funeral, complete with music and flowers. And all the while he would be chanting, "I have lived fully, I have lived fully, I have lived fully." Now, I couldn't understand why this man would create this morning routine. There's better morning routines. We're going to learn some morning routines as we go through the program that are going to be absolute game changers for you. But I asked my father, I said, "Dad, why would this Maharaja get up every single morning and recreate his own funeral?" And my dad, always a source of great wisdom in my life, along with my mom, of course, said, "Robin, that's easy. This man has created a morning tradition to connect him to his mortality. This man is doing this daily practice to remind him that every day could be his last." And my point is simply this, life is ultimately very, very short. And most people in the world right now are very busy being busy, and they're postponing their greatness. They're postponing doing their dreams. They're postponing living their authenticity. They're postponing lifting the world and creating the lifestyle that they love because they just are really trapped in living out their days in a really reactive mode. And so what I want to do for you in this session is really walk you through how to set goals like a history maker. And I also want to remind you there is a call on your life. There are no extra people on the planet. And the very fact you are alive today means you have a mighty mission inside of you. You might not have tended to it. You might have forgotten it. You might be discouraged right now, or maybe you're just sort of coasting through life. Well, I am here. We are in this together, and I will help you get to your next level of world class. And when I use this term world class, when I use this term like A player, yes, it'll help you be more productive. Yes, it'll help you make more income if that's one of your goals. Yes, it'll help you really dial in your fitness. But a lot of what I do is also very soulful, and I really want you to know that. Yes, part of me is very much a monk, I wrote The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, and part of me is very much a warrior. And I think that is actually one of the struggles as human beings that we face, which is being in the world but not of the world. And so I just want you to know, when I talk about being productive, I'm talking about being productive in the world, but also I'm talking about personal mastery productivity. When I talk about being successful or world class, yes, I'm talking about being, owning your craft and leading your field and making history and changing the world and living a beautiful lifestyle. And yet at the same time, I am talking about that sense of soulfulness and being authentic and loving yourself and being compassionate and doing what you do with a ton of heart. So with that, let's talk about goal setting. I once had someone come to one of my events and he
Okay. So guys, the important thing, whatever we have done so far as part of this book. Okay. So we started with, let's say, journaling deconstructed. As part of that, some of the points, hey, we should journal every single day. Before that, we did what? Deliberate gratitude. Okay. We started with deliberate gratitude, journaling deconstructed, and then it comes like to being inspired. And now we are adding it towards goals. Okay. If you really see, in the end, life boils down to only these few things. Okay. That's it. You should be thankful for life. You should write down the events which are happening to you on a regular basis, good, bad, try to learn from it, try to improve on your life on a day-to-day basis as you live. Nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes, and we should reflect on our mistakes to improve on that. And if something is good in you, if you're strong in certain areas, you multiply that so that you succeed even more. So all that will happen if you journal properly. And then you should be inspired. And then there are a few basic things, right? Nature walk. Yesterday we saw just being there, observing. Nothing but puri life mein lage end where these few things itself comes down. As part of that, now next topic is like, okay, so we should all have dreams. We should all have goals. We should all have with our life, we should do something. And then comes the topic of having goals. Okay. So the point is, there could be a simple checklist. And if we just master in each of these checklists, we will live a very successful life. and a very happy life and a very satisfied life, not with pressure, but with like joy, and we will pass through it. So spend real time in doing all of these things. You will become extremely successful, and you will feel like, yeah, you lived a pretty valuable life. Okay. So it's not very complicated to do it, guys. Life is simple. So don't complicate it for yourself. It is what you believe, and it is all about your preparation for living life. But it is simple, it is straightforward. If you think smartly, you can figure it out and live a very successful life. Okay. Every of these areas needs to be done properly. You need to excel and master in every area, and that's it. You will be greatly successful. Now comes the topic of how do we set goals. Chalo, let's go.
He was a jet pilot. And he said, Robin, we were trained in the military to fly before we fly. And I said, what do you mean by that? And he said, well, before we actually fly the jet, we actually imagine and go through a complete strategy document about what we want to have happen in the flight. And I think that's a really great metaphor for you each day, each week, each month, each decade, and for your life. You see, you don't get lucky, you make lucky. And it is such a seduction of society that when we look at the Elon Musks, or when we look at the Steve Jobses, or when we look at the Picassos or the Messis, or we look at the great chess champions or the violinists or the wonderful chefs out there, anyone who is doing something at world class, it's very easy to think that they were just in the right place at the right time. Or maybe they did have talent that you don't have. Maybe they had easier backgrounds. That is just not true. You do have what it takes. Those people were simply a lot more intentional than the ordinary person. See, the average person in the world spends more time planning their summer vacation than they do reflecting on and then planning out their life. And if you look at any person who is successful in the world, they're not reactive, they're very strategic. You can, when I coach the billionaires one-on-one, or when I look at these titans of humanity that I've met some of the most amazing people in the world. All of those people, almost to a person, they all have their sheets of paper, or their journals, or their diaries, or their game books, or their playbooks, where they literally have all their goals scripted out. And I guess what I'm suggesting to you is this. Vague goals lead to vague results. And clarity breeds mastery. I've used this term before, brain tattoo. And brain tattoo is simply a commonly held belief I'm offering to you that I want you to think about until it becomes an obsession, until it becomes your way of thinking. And so here's a brain tattoo I really want you to wire in as a way of seeing the world, which is clarity breeds mastery. If you're not clear about what you want in your work, if you're not clear about what you want in your intimate relationships, if you're really not dialed in with precision on what you want for your health, how can you hit a target that you simply cannot see? And if you don't know where you're going, obviously, it's the old idea, any path will get you there. And life is just too short to be coasting through life, hoping that one day you're going to wake up and you're going to get lucky. So, success and productivity and real results are handcrafted by you.
Okay, just write it down. This is good. Success, productivity, and real results are created by you. It is not luck, it is not random. You need to create this for yourself by taking the right actions, thinking smart, and doing things. Okay, so success, productivity, getting real results, accomplishing like massive progress in life or happiness in life, everything is up to you. There is nothing coincidence. It's going in a wrong direction, maybe because you are not doing the right things. So you are in control, your actions will be accordingly reflected. Okay, so success, productivity, real results are created by you.
And so in my life, one of the things that helps me is I have these game sheets, and I'm always rewriting my goals. And I've got a framework in terms of how I set my goals and my intentions that has been amazingly valuable for me and the people that I coach one-on-one. Like I said, a lot of the CEOs, a lot of the billionaires of the world, a lot of sports superstars. This framework has been really helpful for them and to them. And so the first part of the framework is simply the big five.
Okay, let's see. Now he's explaining us ki what could be a good way of setting goals. Okay, so the big five. Let's see.
I love South Africa. I was in South Africa a number of years ago and I went on a safari. And the game warden said, Robin, we're going to go look for the big five game. And he talked about the lion, and I don't know what the other four were. I don't know, maybe it was the lion and the giraffe or whatever they were. But the idea was when I got back to my hotel room, I asked myself, what are my big five game? What are the five highest priorities I want to hunt for the rest of my life?
Okay. What are the top five areas that I want to focus upon for the rest of my life? Okay. So it's like thinking bigger, thinking about your existence.
And here was the real question I asked myself. What five things need to happen between today and the last day of my life for me to feel I lived a legendary life?
Okay, that's the question. What five things need to happen from today till your last day on planet to feel you have lived a legendary life? The life का goal क्या होना चाहिए? What would be the end outputs that you are expecting from your life to be like? Big five.
You want to write these down in your journal today. There's never a better day to become the person you've always wanted to be than today. The Chinese say it so beautifully. They say the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So do this now. Never leave the sight of an opportunity without taking some action to get it done. I mean, every A player has a bias towards action versus chit chat. So, big five. That's the first thing I want you to do.
Okay. Write down the five things that must happen between now and the last day of your life for you to feel that you have lived a beautiful life. Okay.
Pull out your journal, or even just close your eyes and ask yourself, what five things must happen between now and the last day of my life for me to feel I lived a beautiful life? Okay? And then write those down.
ठीक है, चलो, let's take a few minutes and let's do it right now. Okay. 2 minute, 5 minute में तो we cannot really figure out our full life, but at least let's run some thoughts. At least let's teach ourselves to think. ठीक है, everyone, let's spend like 2 minutes to really figure it out. Okay, think about it. What is it that you really want with your life? Okay, while you are alive, what are, let's say, the big five, the top five things which you really want? Just think about it. Whatever comes to your mind. Let's say at least if we can find a few of them. Okay, I got my top 5. Let me put it into my OneNote somewhere so that it is not lost. Now it comes down to, maybe we might have thought about it in bits and pieces randomly here and there, but when you really make it concrete, and that's what he's saying, big thoughts lead to big results. But the more clear you are, the more precise you are, you will be hitting the target. Okay, just put it in chat. How many have you figured out so far? Okay, just put your number there. Okay, someone says 3. Okay, somebody had all 5, 4, 5, 5. Okay, chalo. Sounds good. Okay, pretty good. Now let's see. So this is the step 1, like knowing the big 5. All of a sudden we just said in our life we just want these 5 things, the top 5, the biggest important ones. Now that is progress. We at least know where we are heading our life to. Okay, chalo. Let's move next. Notepad. Here it is. Fine.
Positive psychologists talk about cues and triggers. So it's not cheesy or it's not metaphysical to write these things on your bathroom mirror and to have them pop up on your mobile device. You want to see your big 5 for your life everywhere you go, so they start to imprint not only your subconscious mind, but your conscious mind. Okay? Second part of the framework.
Okay, so this thing, what you have written, you have to keep revisiting it multiple number of times, guys, and that is one of the reason why do we write our goal every single day. Okay, so that we keep it constantly in our mind, we think towards it, we check our deadlines, if required put it on mirrors here and there. We have to think about it constantly, okay, every single day till the time we have accomplished it. So same thing he's saying, if for this big 5 also, print it, put it right on paper, stick it somewhere, and keep revisiting it time to time again, so that you can take your life in that direction. Okay, that's pretty good. Next.
What are your main 5 values?
Okay, second question. What are your main 5 values? Okay, let's listen about this.
I mean, do you really want to live society's life? Do you really want to live your neighbor's life? You become powerful when you become authentic. I mean, few things are as powerful as a human being really comfortable in their own skin. You get enormous energy, you get enormous power when you say, you know what? I am going through life on my own terms, running my own race, staying in my own lane, versus being a card-carrying member of the cult of mediocrity and living your life according to the way society says you should live. I mean, one of the greatest sources of happiness is living life on your own terms. You know, knowing your definition of success and then having the bravery and the wisdom to live it. So, second part of the framework, write down your top 5 values, your main 5 values. For me, one of them is mastery. Another one is beauty. Everywhere I go, I look for beauty. Another one for me is contribution. I mean, it's really important in my life that I feel I'm being an instrument of service to as many people as possible. I mean, to me, meaning is so much more important than money. To me, integrity is so much more valuable than income. And I got this, you know, from my family, and especially my dad, but I'm very much in my life about being an instrument of service to as many people as possible. And so the second part of the framework really is integrity. And then the final part of the framework is...
Okay, okay. So chalo, let's write down this thing as well. Okay, what are your 5 main values? Okay, just think about it. Every person is different, thought process is different, belief system is different, but Write down your values, and if the values are not good, like you have to change it. Somebody says, I like to lie. That's not a good value. So what are your 5 main values which can help you really accomplish something? So just think, what do you really value in life? 5 main values: honesty, integrity, okay, hard working. It could be anything, like what you value, dedication, commitment. It could be anything. Just think about it. What are the 5 things which you really value? Top 5 main values of your life. It could be one word, it could be one statement, anything. Think through. What is it that you really value in your life? Your top values. Okay, let's take 2 more minutes. Okay, I got mine. Okay, 5 main values. Okay, I've identified my 5. I'm just putting it in one note so that it could be there. It's me. TK team, if you're done, quickly confirm it in the chat and then we'll move to the next item. Okay, take 1 more minute. Mayuri is done. Sanket is done. So the rest of the members also take 1 minute, 7:20, and then we'll go to the other part. Bhanupriya also done. Okay, chalo, let's move on.
The daily 5. And this has helped so.
Okay, and now this is also important what he's continuing. So I think it will help us in our daily planning for today as well. So that's where let's listen this out. We are already into the activity section, doing a few things. The next one he's saying daily 5. Maybe we can start bringing this to our today's practice at itself. Right from today, you can start doing something about it. Daily 5.
So many people that I have coached and taught get to all new levels of results in their lives, whether it's personal or whether it's professional. And the daily 5 is simply this. When you get up every single morning, ask yourself, what 5 little wins must I achieve this day for this to be a valuable day?
This is good. So now whatever we used to write our daily tasks and all, he is saying let's make it mandatory that every single day 5 things you have to, by which you feel like getting results and winning. Okay, so write down this statement first. Why this way? Concretely 5 things you have to accomplish every single day. Every morning, write down 5 little wins that you will achieve. So each day is a valuable day. Now, this is really good. Now we will think about it. What 5 things, if we accomplish today, like it will be a valuable day for us. Let's listen further.
Because your days are your life in miniature. You'll hear me say that later in the program, but your days are your life in miniature. And so as you live each day, so you craft your life. And so if you could just ask yourself, what 5 little wins must I achieve today? At the end of 30 days, if you execute on those, at the end of 30 days, you will have achieved 150 little victories. At the end of 12 months from this moment you and I are now sharing, you will have actually achieved 1,850 little goals. It's simply not possible for this not to be the best 12 months of your life if you have achieved 1,850 small incremental wins. Okay? And it's not only the results, it's who you became, achieving 850 daily victories over the next 12 months. So set goals. Remember that clarity breeds mastery. Remember that vague plans lead to vague results, and really dial in what you want to see your life look like and then get these daily goals done. I know you can do it.
Okay, chalo, let's think about it. So generally, while we write tasks and also we are not targeting this number 5. Okay, so right now let's target it. Even like he's mentioning, it can be even little wins. Okay, so it need not be very big things. Maybe it could have 2-3 very big tasks or maybe one very big task, but still try to figure out rest 4 small things, which is still like a winning kind of feeling. Okay, so let's think about it. So go to the daily planning section straight away, guys. Okay, let's go to the daily planning section. Whatever you're mentioning in your OneNote, copy paste yesterday till today, write down 27th September. Whatever tasks are done yesterday, move it to the done section and clean up your in progress sheet. Move things to do. And yes, it's a kind of extension of what we are already doing daily planning, but trying to make 5 things mandatory for you. Not over planning, not under planning, but panch karne ka. Let's see how it goes. Fine, think about it and start writing down. Look at your to-do list and come up with something creative. Okay, I'm done with my 5. Now this becomes a list, and you have to keep this throughout your day with you. Yeah, most of our work is a software work, so we work on laptops. So having this list always with you is required so that you can just keep referring it, make sure these things you complete it, arrange it in a priority, plan it through the day. Okay, but yeah, I'm done with my 5 things. Basically, it's daily planning, but we are targeting to finish 5 things, and we should make sure to do it by the end of the day. Okay, could be anything simple as well, guys. Okay, but just that it gives like, wow, I did it. Psychologically, it will carry a lot of value.
Start right now by pulling out your journal and writing out your daily 5 little wins that you will get done today, and say to yourself, make that commitment. Remember, make that devotion. Say to yourself, I will not go to sleep tonight unless I get these 5 little wins done.
Okay, guys, this is important. That's the level of seriousness you need to have. I will not go to sleep today unless I make these 5 things possible. Dekho, guys, you will become successful when you hold your standards high. If you allow yourself to be like, hey, it's fine, I will do it tomorrow, then you're going on a losing track in your life. And you are responsible for wherever your life is heading. So make some strong commitments, set up strong expectations to yourself. Don't pamper yourself. The more of pampering is going to destroy your future. Okay? So maintain strong ethics and execute it boldly. Okay?
And if you do it every day, what starts to happen is you build it in as a daily routine. You start to build a habit. And as I've suggested earlier, all change is a little hard at first, and it gets messy in the middle, and it's beautiful at the end. So if you practice being spectacular long enough, being spectacular becomes your way of being. Start the new habit of goal setting today. Stay with it until it becomes automatic.
Okay. Okay, let me give you the attendance for today, and then we will be closing the call. Hello. No time for regret, guys. Okay. Already get the seriousness. Life has given you this opportunity to go. So don't waste your time. Yeah. Please mark your attendance here, everyone. Maintain your daily counter. And know it ki 80% of the world is not going to do all these things which you are doing right now. Okay. The world is too soft. Okay. People try to take things light. They just give up on their dreams and all of those things. Okay. And then they just run the way society wants them to run. And basically, they want to play the victim card. Okay. Excuses, reasons, and all of those things. They like doing that. Okay. So, but that's not going to help you because end result में तो failure ही मिलेगा, and then there will be regrets with your life. I should have done this. I should have done that. So rather take responsibility right now and fix it. As simple as that. Okay, it's 7:29. Please mark your attendance and push yourself. If you don't hold your standards high, guys, nothing is going to happen. So Rasa, you have to be like strong. Like, okay, when you have committed to do this, you should do that. And this kind of attitude is going to make you accomplish great results with your life. Today, you are making 5 things. I will commit it. You have written it down as well. Okay, it will happen then. If it is not happening, that means you failed. And that's not good because today you failed. Maybe tomorrow again, if you fail, and then again. So you already know that the other 5 goals of your life, the big 5, that's also not going to happen because your attitude towards life is to fail every single day. Just understand. You yourself will define whether you will succeed or whether you will fail in your life. And there is no surprise. Your personality itself will say whether you will succeed or whether you will fail. Because if forever you are failing, how can you think like you can accomplish your 5 big dreams? It's not possible. You have to win daily. And then as a result of that, you will win every single thing of your life. Okay, to work towards it. Yeah. So make sure this 5 happens. Okay. let's get it through. If not today, maybe in 1 week you will start accomplishing. It could be even small things as well. Okay. Fine, everyone. Chalo, have a nice day. See you guys tomorrow morning 6:30 as well, and all the very best. Take care. Bye bye. See you.